So part of that is what is our method today? To see how a river changes and goes downstream, what's the overall overarching way we're going to do that? Henry, what do you reckon? Yep, measuring the depth and the width and other variables here and other sites, yeah. So those are the sites we've actually picked ourselves because they're practical and safe to get in, so that's partly why we've chosen them. But also we've chosen them where there has been inputs of other tributaries. So we're going to see hopefully changes occurring in the river over a fairly small distance because of these tributaries that are coming in. So I put that in the overall methods box. As an overarching aim, we're visiting 3 sites along the river. And the key thing, I suppose, is it's where it's practical to get in, where we've got access, where it's safe, all those justifications that you came up with last night as to why we've chosen these sites. The method of sampling each site, though, is what? Can you remember? If you were asked to describe the method in an exam. You're going to gather depth and velocity and stone size, but how are you going to know where to get that information from? Is it Natalie? Do you know, Natalie? Any methods of sampling? No, it's alright. So, I could borrow someone's bag. Maybe that will help. Can I borrow? Yeah, that one. Perfect. Thank you very much. So what you're going to need to do is, in your group's kit bag, is grab this out first. It's called a peg and line. This is going to mark out where you're going to sample all the information from. So that's an important bit of equipment to put in the overall sampling strategy. We used a peg and line, if you like, to mark out a transect. Yeah, that's important. Anyone, any ideas what a transect is? What's the definition of a transect? Just a posh word for something. Getting pricked by the gorse. Any thoughts? A transect? A line. Is that what you said? Yeah, a line along which you take some samples. So you're going to take samples along this line, this transect, and you're going to take them at regular intervals. So the method of sampling is systematic. Okay, it's going to be a systematic sampling strategy where you take samples at regular intervals. Now, there's a few more elements to that which will come out of, but we do need to measure a few things first before we know our intervals. So, down here, was it Lucas? Yeah. Lucas, are you able to come and help me out a bit? So the first variable that we're interested in, so in the equipment box and the variable box, variable is width, and the equipment is a 30-meter tape measure. Okay. And you're going to measure the width of the present flow of our river. So that is water's edge to water's edge, not where you put the pegs, because you could put them anywhere. It's just the water's edge to water's edge. So if I hold this end, Lucas, if you're able to get in nice and gently, I head across to the other side, and we're going to put the tape measure right underneath our peg and line, yeah? So right underneath our transect. So it's going to be water's edge to water's edge, that's it. So you might need to find where the water begins, so it goes underneath the bank. In order to measure the width accurately, what should you ensure that you do? So in your methods for measuring the width, unbelievably, you have to be quite specific about how you do it. So, are we okay here? Are you happy with that?
Needs to be tight.
Needs to be tight, so you hold the tape measure tight, maybe just above the water's surface, so you don't get that flow of the water interfering. So nice and tight, right underneath your transect line, perfect, and that will be nicely read. So if you lift that up and then read it off for us. 2 meters exactly. So yeah, we've got, okay, 2 meters 80. So the tape measure has centimeters in black and the meters are in red, slightly smaller. Thank you very much. Cheers. 2 meters 80 would be our width, and we've ensured to do that accurately. Good buzzword to write down. It's accurate because we've held it nice and tight. It's not just been one person doing it, it's been 2 people right underneath our transect line, so we know we're confident it's 2 meters 80 in that case.